Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. And it keeps no record of wrongdoing. It does not delight in seeing and doing evil, but it rejoices in and with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. Good morning, collective. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Um, what I'm doing must be extremely significant because I get my validation from my spiritual attacks. Y'all, I got a fan child that spiritually attacks me, like literally right before I'm about to do a reading. And they keep peeking in on me and spying on me like all morning, all morning. They'll keep on checking in, checking in. Wait, is she about to go on? Damn it, another 2 hours. I'll wait. Okay, check. And they just keep on checking and waiting and checking and waiting because they want to attack me at the right moment. Whoever you are, and I know who it is, you'll never ever be me. I'm not going to be discouraged, and I'm not going to stop doing my readings because you spiritually attack me every single day before I come on. I'm not going to ever, that's never, ever, ever, ever going to make me stop doing my readings and walk away from what I do. Okay. I know in your retarded brain, you think, oh, if I just attack you right before you go live every single day, you'll get the message and you finally stop. And I'm just going to take over and step right on into your energy and I'm going to become you. You're an idiot. I just want to let you know you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. That little magic you throw, I cleanse that in a millisecond. It's nothing. Literally, I just wave a little power sensor around and it's dispelled. You're a complete idiot. You monitoring me spiritually and then attacking me like literally right before I'm about to do my readings every day is never gonna stop me. That's like, you got to go to work every day. So somebody, if I come by your house and throw magic at you every single day, I'm gonna stop you from going to work. I'm gonna stop you from going to work, and then you're gonna lose your house, and I'm gonna buy it on foreclosure, and I'm gonna take over your life and step into your shoes. You're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. That's never gonna happen. You're wasting your time and energy. Moving right along. So we have all seen 90 Day Fiance, okay? Or most people in most countries have, okay? And we've all seen the man or the woman that I don't know. Some people really are that naive that goes and they meet somebody from another country, whether it's a Spanish, European, African, or Caribbean, whatever country they come from. It's some older man or older woman, and they meet a 25 or 30-year old, someone that they might be about 30 or 40 years older than, and they, tell them that they love them and they convince them, that what they feel for them is actually love because they say it with their mouth, because clearly there are some people that have work to do by tapping into their intuition and emotions and paying attention, not just to what you can hear and see. That's the logic side of your brain. You have to tap into and practice using your intuition. That means paying attention to the things that you can't see with the naked eye. You have to pay attention to the vibration in certain words, the behaviors. Even you have to pay attention to expressions. You've got to be able to read body language. You have to learn how to feel energy, and that's all right brain. Some people have to do more right brain developing, because why wouldn't you love me if you say you? Why would you say you love me if you don't? It doesn't make sense, because they're strictly left brain thinking. So we've all seen 90 Day Fiance, where, the man or the woman that's delusional goes to a country where they find somebody economically challenged in their 20s that would do anything to not have to fight for food every day, and in a really bad situation where they're the only way out. And then they tell everyone this person is in love with them, and that's why they're getting married, and they fell in love online and they met them. Okay. These are people that really, not all, but a lot of these people, men and women, they honestly do not know the difference between love and gratitude. You understand? And it's so easy to dispel a situation like 90 Day Fiance. Clearly, if you're a 25-year-old young man or young woman, clearly a 65-year-old young man, a 65-year-old woman or man is not going to be your first choice. That's not how you want to live out your life. The sexual prime of your life, you don't want to be doing Kama Sutra with a 65-year-old. You understand? If you're 25, clearly, if you had access to the money and resources to live a better life without having to do the things with a 65-year-old, then you would, and they would not be the choice. A beautiful, young, tight skinned, sexy 25-year-old woman, more than likely, that has something in common with you from your own culture, would probably be your choice. Or a young man, from your own culture, or another even, but close to you in age, in your prime, would probably be more of the choice for you. But when your belly is sour and your stomach is touching your back from hunger and burning every morning and every night, and your resources are so limited that you have to make choices between deodorant and shoes, and sleeping on a foam mattress is a luxury to you, then obviously you're going to use the word love, but that's not love. That's gratitude. That's gratitude. That's not love. That means I appreciate what you're doing so much that I'll say whatever you want me to say, because I'm so, it doesn't mean that it's a horrible person. It's just a person that's so grateful that you have taken them out of a hell that they might be living in. You understand? There's someone's energy I'm picking up on here that has gone through some kind of spiritual growth. Okay. And they saw something. They saw something about a person that was influencing them to act out a lot of karmic negative things against you, collective. Okay. This is someone that was against you, that was doing things against you. They might have even been doing sex magic with whoever this individual is I'm picking up on. Now, the thing this person did not see before that they see now is they isolated themselves and they stopped having sex with somebody, whether this is a man or a woman, when they noticed a pattern. The 10 of double vajras, it speaks about a pattern, okay? And the peacock, the ace of wands in reverse, it speaks about not having sex with somebody. The lotus flower here is actually representing a wand, okay? And someone stopped having sex with somebody, and when they distanced themselves and stopped having sex with this person, it allowed them to see this person for who they were. And it allowed to see this person's truth about how they genuinely felt about them. They couldn't see it, and it was blurry for them before, because that person was affecting their what? Perception, third eye in the reverse. Your perception is governed by your third eye, which is the Ajna chakra, which allows you to be able to either see things clearly and see past your nose. It allows you to have more wisdom and insight. This is connected to your higher intuitive function that lets you see things that are not surface level, things that are not obvious, things that you have to be more sensitive, intuitive, and in tune to be able to even not see with the naked eye. These are things you have to detect and feel almost psychically. Okay. This person's intuition was off because they were having sex with the person. And this person was able to always talk their way in and talk this person into allowing them to use their money, their resources, and to get them to do things that were dishonest, lacked integrity, and not good for them. And they would gaslight and emotionally manipulate them. But the reason they couldn't see how much this person was influencing their thinking and action is because even when they were trying to see the problem, they were still having sex with this person. You understand? When you are trying to heal yourself, when you're trying to detect a problem spiritually in your life, which would be connected to a physical problem, as above, so below, the first thing you have to do is stop having sex, even if you're not with a toxic person. When you need clarity, you have to fast. Do you understand me? Because you need your energy to be isolated. You don't need anything intermingling with your energy to confuse you or throw you off. When you need clarity, you have to fast sexually, and you have to fast from foods, because you have to be able to have a clear mind, so that you'll be able to understand and see a situation clearly without interference. Okay? And that's for anybody, any religion, any spirituality. If you're seeking clarity on a problem in your life, even if it's a physical problem, which is always connected to the spiritual, you have to go on a sexual fast and fast with food. That will cleanse out anything that would taint or distort your perception, which is your third eye. As you know, when you're dealing with the chakras above your heart chakra, the upper chakras, which are dealing with your spirit, okay, they recommend less food in balancing those chakras, because it's dealing with your spiritual body. When you're trying to balance the lower chakras, they might recommend certain foods with certain colors or certain properties in it. Okay, because that's dealing with the physical world, okay, and physical things. Okay, so somebody, their perception was off because the person they were sleeping with was affecting how they think. And I told everybody before, men and women, how just because sex is offered to you does not mean you have to accept it. Just because you're sexually aroused and horny does not mean you have to act on it with another person. We grown here. Okay, depending on how disciplined you are. Okay? Well, but I'm horny. What you expect me to do? Meditate. Meditate and focus on doing a breath yoga wherein you move that kundalini energy that's swirling around in the root and sacral chakra. Move that energy with your mind. The mind flows, energy flows wherever the mind goes. Y'all know the saying I'm talking about. Learn how to meditate and do breath yoga. You don't have to always act on it just because you horny. You understand? You do a breath meditation and you learn how to move energy by focusing your brain. You have to detect where the energy is first, where clearly if you're sexually aroused, that energy is sitting in your sacral chakra and root chakra. And by it sitting and swirling around in those chakras, because you're a human being, part animal bodied, you're going to get feelings of sexual arousal. And if you don't want to dispel that energy with another person or by yourself through masturbation, and you want to use that energy another way, you meditate and you remove that energy from your sacral and root chakra through meditation, breath yoga, and you channel that energy upward toward your crown chakra slowly in a healthy way through a guided meditation if you need it. The point I'm making is you don't have to act on your sexual desires just because it's there. It's the same thing with food. You don't have to eat certain things just because it's in front of you, just because it's available, just because it's there. Because when you overeat or oversex, Sometimes you make bad choices and eat things that you don't need unnecessarily. Add extra things that you don't need to yourself. When you get out there and have sex unnecessarily, sometimes you pick up things that you don't need, things that are not good for you, that things that will throw you off, just like with food. Whoever's energy I'm picking up on right now, they had and were connected to someone that was negatively influencing their actions and negatively influencing how they thought and the actions they took. Because the person that you lay down and have sex with and share a bed with, regardless of who it is going to have an effect on your subconscious mind. Okay? Because you're in a marriage with that person. You're in some kind of an exchange energetically where there are cords being attached. And if the person that you're sleeping with has not done their shadow work and has entity attachments due to unhealed characters and demonic spirits, then what's going to happen is that person with them entity attachments is going to dispatch, like gremlins, some of those entities into your spiritual body, and they're going to attach to not just your sacral chakra. So now whenever you get horny and that person wants to do sex magic and call you, that entity is going to attach to your crown chakra too. So that person will be able to affect how you think. You understand? And if you're a person that's not completely healed yet, and you still have some insecurities, even if they're not actively playing out in the forefront of your brain and mind, that person is going to awaken your insecurities with their own insecurities, like a domino effect. Whatever unhealed, wounded shadows they still are dealing with, whatever their demons are, if they have insecurities, because of their insecurities and because of them not being a healed person that knows how to self-reflect, they are going to project onto you to cover up or to deal with their own insecurities. And that's going to trigger whatever insecurities you have or may not have inside you. And this is how these entity attachments and spirits work when you lay down with unhealed people. You understand? So whoever's energy I'm picking up on, whether you're a man or a woman, this person was attacking you. And it's because of the person they were sleeping with. Okay. The person that they were sleeping with, they were influencing this person's mind. And when they would challenge whoever this person was, they would challenge this person sometime and be like, you know what? I don't like what we're doing to this person. I think we're going too far. Maybe there's something else we can do. Maybe we can, and they would always gaslight and manipulate them. This might be someone that works in the government. This might be someone that might have a job, or they might have resources. They might have money. This is someone that had something, that someone that did not like you, that wanted to be able to attack you. This person gave them the resource, the money, or the means, or the access to whatever it was to be able to do what they were doing to you in your life. But they found out that person was only emotionally manipulating and gaslighting them and using sexual energy to control them only to get through to you. They never gave a damn about them. This is somebody that the person's energy I'm picking up on, when they started going through some kind of transformation, they noticed, well, the first thing they noticed was when they did sex magic with whoever this karmic is, okay, they noticed that the energy transfer, it didn't happen. Something went wrong. And it has something to do with this person needing this person to be open to them emotionally or in a certain way. Maybe they're supposed to have some kind of orgasm and release energy a certain way. I don't know. I've never done that before. I am curious about reading up on what these crazy people do. But it's something about some kind of sex magic here that they were doing. And the first sign they got was when they were trying to do some kind of sex magic or something, a ritual or something with this person, but some kind of energy exchange wasn't happening. And the reason it wasn't happening is because this person was emotionally closed off to them. So when these two people had sex, if it seemed like they were giving them all this porn star energy, making noise and spinning their head around and acting like, they found out this woman is a really good actress, or this man is a really good actress, even though I guess it's hard for a man to fake it, because a penis has to get we grown. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe this is a woman that wanted to attack you, but the man whose resources and access that she needed in order to be able to have the access, money, and resources to attack you, she had to have the favor of that man. So, or take it as it resonates the other way. But I feel like this is a woman that wanted to attack you. So she had to convince this man that she had genuine feelings for her, and that she was completely sexually attracted to them and wanted them and was crazy about them, or whatever the case, love bomb. You understand? And this was working. And after a while, this person started to notice the patterns. What a narcissist does is, a narcissist does not love you. Okay? A narcissist only wants to use you. And what narcissists do is, narcissists will reward you with sex, good sex, or they'll punish you with no sex at all whatsoever, or bad sex, or whatever the case may be. A narcissist will really, really work and practice their technique sexually, so that, and it's not because they really want to satisfy the person that they love, but they want to be able to use sex as a tool of control. Okay. So what narcissists do is, they will try to give the man or the woman the best sex of their life when they want them to do something for them, or they want money from them, or access, or they want to create some kind of dynamic and pattern where this person gets hooked on their sex, okay, on a regular basis. And they'll do it a certain way every time. And then the minute you don't do what that narcissist wants you to do, or give them what they want, especially if it's a narcissist that's only in your life that wants to use you, that's when they'll use that sex as a weapon. Okay, fine. Don't call me no more. I'm not going to come over every Friday or Saturday night or whatever. And now you've had some form of neurological pattern formed in your brain, okay, from the activity with that narcissist on a scheduled basis. And they know now that you're going to go into, your body will go into some kind of withdrawal. These are things narcissists do, okay? This person noticed a pattern. The pattern that they noticed was, when they went along with whatever this karmic wanted them to do and gave them what they wanted, whatever access, money, or resources, that's when they gave them that porn star energy they wanted. They gave them the attention that they wanted, like they were crazy about them, wanted to be around them, love bomb them, all that acting that they desired, that felt real, okay? But the problem was, they started noticing that if they said no, suddenly, like a switch, everything turned off. Suddenly, there's no sexual attraction at all whatsoever. The minute this person said no to this narcissist, or did not give them exactly what they wanted, instantly their behavior toward them changed. Whatever respect they were giving them, suddenly, you ain't nothing to me. You're not sugar honey iced tea. You understand? Suddenly, I don't respect you. You can't satisfy me sexually. And you don't need to know where I'm going at. You don't need to know where I'm at. No, I'm not going to answer the phone. No, I'm not going to respond to you. It's like all respect went away. Whatever respect this person was showing them, and adoration, whatever attention they were giving them, whatever acting, porn star acting they were giving them, to make them feel like they were the greatest lover on earth, everything would cut off instantly like a light switch. Okay. And then this person would give in and do what they wanted them to do. And suddenly, like a light switch, everything would get turned right back on. Okay, that was the pattern they noticed. The second pattern. So the first pattern they noticed was their magic wasn't magicking because this person was never emotionally open to them. You have an obsessed woman, karmic, in your energy that wanted to attack you, or a man, take it as it resonates, that possibly was doing spell work on you to either energy harvest from you or do a destiny swap. And people that destiny swap with others, you're weirdos. I just want you to know you're a weirdo. You're a complete weirdo to want to become someone else, like to want to take someone else's life, like to be spying on somebody, driving by their house in sunglasses and wigs. That's the person I want to become. Okay, we got to all come together, all of us weak ass people, and form this group. And everybody got your picture of your person you want to destiny swap with. You're weird. All of y'all are some weird, angry birds. But either way, sorry about that. Let me pull back some. Whoever this person is, the first sign was when they did some kind of sex magic, it didn't work. And it didn't work because the person was emotionally close to them. They were just a tool for access, period, from day one. And the second sign for whoever this individual was is they saw how this person's pattern of behavior toward them, pattern of the energy they wanted during sex, or the energy they wanted attention wise, it went on and off like a light switch based on their compliance with giving this person what they wanted and doing whatever they wanted them to do and giving them the access to attack you. Okay, those were the first two signs they noticed. And whoever this person is, with alchemy in the reverse here, okay, alchemy in the reverse, along with the peacock in the reverse. Now it's clarifying the same energy here. The peacock, sorry, with my camera. Okay. The peacock here represents a transformation, but it also represents this alchemy in the reverse. This is talking about when they were doing some kind of sex magic, they were trying to manifest something, but the person was emotionally close to them. Okay. The peacock survives off of a diet of poisonous snakes and other things that would be poison for human and other animal consumption. But a peacock is able to take those poisons, digest them, and it turns into some kind of chemical that allows the beautiful patterns in their tail to, become what it is. So it represents alchemy. Alchemy in the reverse, the peacock in the reverse. Okay. So this person was close to them emotionally. And also, they also noticed a pattern. Now, when this person further wanted to understand the truth about the situation with this person that they thought loved them, they were guided by God or the spirit or their ancestors to stop having sex. This is how I started the reading. This is what I was talking about. To really see this person clearly, their ancestors or God and God, however they define God, they were guided to stop having sex with whoever this person is so that they could see their authentic energy, so that they could see them clearly, because they were affecting, again, their third eye and perception. You cannot see a person clearly, and your perception will be off if you're trying to use your discernment while you're still having sex with someone that you're trying to understand if they're good for you or not, if they're real or fake. The lines can get crossed. Why? Because people get a lot of confusion between the difference between gratitude and love and lust. That line is really, really blurred with a lot of people. Sometimes it can take a long time to really, really understand the difference between love and lust. You got people that have been married and died together their whole life that never knew the difference between love and lust. Love is what Chicken George and Kizzy had. Love is what in the movie Roots Chicken George and Kizzy had, because when they got old, after George went to England and learned how to fight chickens, and he came back, he old and wrinkled, and he looked horrible. Okay, and she got older, and age did her in too. Y'all seen the movie with that horrible makeup they put on them. And she was like, "Oh, don't." She was like, "Turn off the lights. I don't want you to see me. I don't want you to see me. I'm old and ugly now." And he was like, "Oh, baby, but I don't see you with my eyes. I see you with my heart." You understand? There is a difference between love and lust. Lust goes only as far as physical attraction to you goes. And then if you're stuck if you manage to get the person to marry you while you were still looking good, you might have problems later on in the marriage. Okay. Even if you stay with the person. Love, when you love somebody, you don't see them with your eyes. You see them with your heart. Okay? You see that person with different eyes, your spiritual set of eyes. That's real love. Okay? Love is you were getting ready to marry someone and they get in a car accident and it changes the way that they look, and you still marry them. You understand? Like in music, soul child song video, who knows? Okay? So the lines are very blurred between love and lust, gratitude and love. Okay? And a lot of people do not know the difference between when somebody is just in gratitude to them because you're doing something for them. You're helping them with a problem they couldn't solve otherwise themselves. They didn't have the means to solve it. So I'm so grateful for you that I will put on a performance that I know will make you happy. I'll give you sexual responses, that will make you feel the way I know you want to feel, like I'm attracted to you, even if I'm not. The 25-year-old with the 65-year-old, or the 60-year-old, or the 55-year-old, or the 50-year-old, the 25-year-old. I'm going to give you the reactions like you see in the porn movies, where it looks like she's just out of control and enjoying the sex and it's just that good. I'm going to do that for you out of gratitude because I appreciate that you took me out of poverty. You understand? That is not love. That's gratitude. The young man. Oh yeah, I'm going to tell you, you the hottest thing since sliced bread. I'm going to tell you, you understand? I'm gonna tell you, Granny, this, that, and the other, because I'm so grateful. Yes, I love you. You're perfect for me in my village. You sit up here. You didn't just upgrade me and my family. That type of money you got right there upgraded the whole village. Yes, I love you. Absolutely, we all love you. You understand? So, whoever I'm picking up on, this person. They were guided spiritually to stop having sex with whoever this karmic is so that they could see the truth about them. And they were able to discern and see that it was all about you. That's it. From day one. This karmic might be bisexual even, or just straight gay. This karmic was never attracted to this person. I don't care how good of an actress she was. I don't care what she said, how good she learned to mimic certain types of emotions and words and love bombing and acting man crazy or whatever the case may be. It was all an act. And you have to remember, women are good at that because of the harshness of having to survive in a patriarchal society. This was attributed to your survival. You understand? Marriage in a patriarch will turn you into a great actress. And many of our grandmothers and great-great-great-grandmothers, because you had to survive, in a patriarchal society, you became a great actress because you had to marry out of survival. For lifestyle, you had to marry. Every now and then, there was a dodo bird that said, I want to marry for love, and ended up in poverty. Every now and then, this, that, and the other, back in the day. That's where you got the milkman's red-haired baby. That's where you had all that cheating going on because you married for resources. And you were supposed to marry for resources only, because marriage in a patriarchy is where women are property, okay, and objectified. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the QUAN Oracle card, and we're going to jump into this reading. But whoever I'm picking up on, their perception was thrown off. And this is someone that has a lot of strength and wisdom. So they stopped having sex with whoever that karmic is. And when they stopped having sex with them, they noticed that the influence they had over their mind before in the actions they took, it wasn't the same anymore. They were able to say no to them. They were able to see this person more clearly. All right, what is the QUAN Oracle card crowning this read? Let's jump in. Okay, this one. All right, that's a pretty card. The tail. Okay. The tail is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfect in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Feel the joy and release and the wonder of, how easy life can be when we let go of fear and control. Okay? So maybe somebody was operating out of the energy of fear and control. Somebody could have had a lot of control issues. Which could be attributed to fears that could be connected to insecurities that they might have had. Okay? But whoever this person is, they have to let life flow now, and they have to let go of control issues and just let things flow naturally. Okay? Somebody might have maybe used their money to control someone's behavior. So it could also be a thing where somebody wanted a woman to behave toward them a certain way, but they didn't realize it was pulling puppet string. The only reason that they were getting the energy they wanted from this woman or man, take it as it resonates, the only reason they were getting the energy they wanted, the way they wanted from this person, was because they were giving them access to resources, money, and things that they needed and wanted. And the minute they cut them off, that energy instantly dissipated and went away. It was like a switch flipped. A whole nother personality came out. You understand? And they realized this person was only acting with them. They were like, wow, all I got to do is tell you no, and the real you comes out. So you don't really respect me. You don't respect me. You're not giving me this type of energy that I want. You're giving me the energy I want, but as long as I don't tell you no, as long as I give you everything you want. But the moment I tell you no, I disagree, I'm not going to go along with this. Or the minute I refuse you anything, the real you comes out. That wasn't respect. That wasn't adoration. That wasn't love. You aren't even attracted to me. That was a personality you made up that I wanted. Okay? So this person is at fault too, because what this karmic did was give them the personality that they wanted. Now, that would give them a certain type of energy. But they could have gotten that same energy from a genuine person, but it would require them to be authentic and to give and be balanced as well. So this was a lesson for this person. You can pay money and do things for somebody, but they're going to give you a fake version of themselves. They're going to give you a fantasy. They're going to give you whatever it is that you desire. It's a job, a role, like an actress. Okay? That's not who they really are. The minute you stop paying, you're going to see who they really are. If you want someone that's authentic, you're going to have to match their energy, and you're going to have to also, if you want a certain type of respect and energy from another, you're going to have to reciprocate that. And I think at one point, this person didn't want to have to reciprocate a certain type of love and respect, possibly out of fear. Okay. Maybe some issues having to do with fear. So they thought it would be easier. I can get this from someone as long as I meet all their needs and never tell them no and give them what they want. What is this third eye energy? Third eye chakra in reverse. Okay. The physical manifestation of an imbalance in the third eye is poor memory. So someone might have noticed their memory was bad, difficulty seeing into the future. Yeah, perception with that third eye. Somebody was having difficulty being able to use discernment. Difficulty seeing into the future has to do with your ability to predict and to discern, to calculate. You understand? Based on the energy, based on predictions, based on what's going on right now, you being able to add up most likely the direction certain things are going in. Oh, I can see where this is going. Yeah, it might work right now, but I'm thinking like 5 years down the line. That's not going to work because you didn't factor in X, Y, and Z. Okay, well, you want to do this to this person, but you're not factoring what if something changes with this person or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Or what if spiritually this person is protected or has some kind of other spiritual protection? We're not looking at this from every angle. You just want to carelessly jump out there and do something without seeing something from every aspect, from every direction. See, this has everything to do with perception, the third eye, okay? People that have a blocked third eye or a distorted third eye, that ajna chakra, they only look through one of these when they make decisions, and they see things only one way, and they only see one outcome and one probability. They don't have the what if factor, where you should be looking from over here, under here, over here, over here, over here, over here. See, when your third eye is activated and it's balanced and you are in alignment, before you make decisions, because of your discernment and perception, you're going to look at something way down the line and predict and discern. And you're going to look at it from different angles. What if this happens? Well, what if a change happens? What if this person relocates and moves all of a sudden? What if this happens? What if? You understand? People who are balanced and in alignment don't make decisions based off of narrow one-way thinking. You understand? They try to see things from every direction before they make a decision. They try to predict the future. They calculate what's most likely to happen. And that calculation is more on point, the more in alignment that you are. All right, what is the third eye? Third eye. Ooh, sorry. Fantasies, praise God. Fantasies that appear more real than reality. See, attacking you, that's exactly what attacking you was. You understand? Attacking you and thinking that they were going to get you to step out your shoes so they can step into them, or energy harvest, or sacrifice you. Whatever somebody was trying to do to you and get away with, it was a fantasy that appeared more real than in reality. Okay? People, think about all the little covens and the cults that you defeated in the last 7 to 10 years that came for your whole life, that spiritually attacked your love life, your family, your finances. Think about how all of them were rubbing their hands together, thinking, we have the victory. They sitting up here like they in church or something, thinking, yes, like a bunch of gremlins, and hyenas. They sitting around, rubbing their hands together, talking about what they gonna do, like in the movie Life, when he was talking about the boom boom room. Oh, I can't wait to go to the boom boom room. They sitting up there like they talking about all their future plans when they get this level up, when they get the money, when they clean out your account, when they take your home, when they take everything you have, when they sacrifice you, when they get you in that mental institution, when your sister take your car and your house, or your brother or your cousin or friend. These are goofy ass people that are weak because they could just work a job, work hard just like you. But instead, they were running off of some kind of fantasy and delusion. Oh, if we all band together, okay? If we all band together, we'll be able to find someone that is productive, hardworking, abundant, and we'll wait for them to work hard and manifest everything they have. And then we're going to jump them spiritually. And we'll have the use of some technology to help us and government resources. And we're going to take everything they have, we'll live high on a hog. They're talking like God don't exist. They're talking like the only existence on the spiritual realm is demons and devils and archons, and that's it. They talking like they the only ones that got ancestors. They talking like spiritual protection don't exist. Why? Because perception. They have tunnel vision. These are people that don't ask what if. They have tunnel vision. So they engage in some goofy ass fantasy that appeared real to them. Like, yeah, this could actually happen. We can actually do this. This might actually work. And we're going to just go up to the child of God, the anointed ones, and just knock them over the head with spell work and do this and take everything from them and go off on our mere way. There is no God. All hail Satan. Woo, yeah. They're dumb. They're dumb. Lack of inspiration and creativity. Lack of ideas. You understand? These are people that have no creativity. They can't come up with any ideas. That copycat energy I was talking about in my other reading. They don't have any ideas. So they'll sit around and watch you on social media and, oh, you have a cooking show. Okay, I'll just copy and cook whatever you cook. Okay. So these are the type of energies that come together to watch abundant people. They watch and do everything but heal. They watch you manifest, create, build, work hard, but they don't watch you heal. They'll sit up there, invade your privacy, and spy on every single thing except for you when you're doing your healing work. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to see that. They don't want no, they're like, oh no, we ain't about to be doing all that shadow work and talking about childhood trauma and accountability and taking responsibility for my action. No, we ain't about to do all that. That's too much work. Yeah, well, this happened to me when I was a child and somebody victimized me. So you victimize somebody else? Well, it happened to me. So, oh well, it's going to happen to somebody else too. So somebody did this to me when I was a child. Somebody took this from me. So I can do it to somebody else too. Nope. No reflection. Well, to even think that way right there is kind of imbalance. Well, somebody that she looked just like somebody that used to talk down to me and make fun of me when I was in school. Okay, so in your delulu mind, you're attacking a man or a woman that looks like someone that attacked you before. Okay, instead of self-reflecting and removing yourself from whatever's triggering you about that person because of who or what they remind you of, instead of just because the human experience, you're going to be triggered by people, places, and things that have hurt you and that have traumatized you. That's part of the human experience. It's part of your process. It's okay. It's what you do, though, when there's something hurting you. And even if it's just someone that reminds you of something that hurt you or look like it, what you do is you're supposed to get in self-reflection energy. Why does this person trigger me? Oh, because of this wound that I have that someone that looked like them gave me. So how should I deal with this feeling I'm feeling against this person that looks like this? I should remove myself because I know that they're triggering me right now, but I don't know this person. I'm going to remove myself from this person and people that look like them until I can get some help and work through these emotions, or get some help, maybe therapy, processing whatever this pain is I'm dealing with. The best thing to do is remove myself. No, no. Maybe I can attack an innocent person that doesn't even know I exist because of what they look like. You understand? These are those types of energies. Okay. So let me go ahead. What is the energy crown in this read? The 9 of double vajras is here. Whoever this person is. Oh, please don't fall out the chair. Please don't fall out the chair. Hold on, y'all. All right. This mudra right here, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, okay? But the 9 of this card depicts the Bhumispara mudra, the hand gesture that represents, let me make sure y'all can see it. The hand gesture that represents faith, resolution, and confidence. When Mara challenged Gautama's right to attain enlightenment, Gautama responded by touching the ground with his fingertips, and the earth bore him witness. Okay? It's almost like you sitting in the living room with your brothers and sisters watching PBS as a kid, and you're about to get up and go to the bathroom, but you don't want nobody to sit in your seat, so you got to call it, "Air mind my seat," or whatever your brother's name, Tommy, "Can you mind my seat? Watch my seat." Or you got to call it. It's something, somebody know what I'm talking about. So that's kind of like the energy where Gautama, which was a Buddha, when he needed witness that he was able to defeat his carnal nature, to defeat the delusions, so that he could have enlightenment. Mara would represent the devil in the Christian Bible, which would be Satan, which represents Saturn, which represents Capricorn. This has to do with earthly things. This has to do with addictions, obsessions, okay? This has to do with your carnal nature, your animal nature, your predator nature, what you need to survive here as a human being, so that the ego can get the lessons that it needs. You're bound to physical things, okay? So Mara was challenging his right to enlightenment, okay? Whoever this person is I'm picking up on, this person has become enlightened. They actually went through the process and they stopped having sex with whoever this person was. And when they stopped having sex with them, they noticed their thoughts were clearer. They noticed the gaslighting didn't work on them. They could make more sense of it. They were able to isolate their energy, so that they could know what belonged to them and what belonged to someone else. It's almost like spiritually divorcing someone. You know, when you're in a physical marriage with somebody and your finances are a mess because you are married to somebody that's a financial curse or disaster, and y'all were together 10 years, it just looks a mess because y'all don't know what's what. You got the same bank account. You both got your name and house, car, all kind of bills in both of y'all name, and everything is a mess. And it takes you some time to separate everything that belongs to you, your own credit, your money, to completely separate everything from that marriage so that you can see, I was never a mess. I was married to someone that was a financial curse and disaster. Now, here I am a year and a half later, and my credit is almost perfect. And now my finances are balanced. I have everything in my life running and organized like a well-oiled machine. Whew, now I can see clearly. And your ex looks a complete mess. Their life is a mess. They file in bankruptcy. They can't figure out their bills. They can't figure their money out. They're a financial curse disaster. Spiritually, this is what happened. You understand? When you were in that marriage, you couldn't detect between with the bills, finances, y'all credit, the taxes y'all filed together through the years. You couldn't differentiate you from that person. Spiritually, this man could not differentiate between his own intuition, his own thoughts, his own energy from this karmic, because they were having tantric sex. Okay, both energies were intertwining and coming together. And that's the reason why they couldn't have clarity, because of the tantric union the two of them had spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. So he couldn't see his way clearly. But when he separated by stop having sex with her and cleansing his energy, he was able to decipher between what energy belonged to him and what belonged to her. And he saw that he had a pure heart. He saw that attacking you or doing whatever he was doing to you for her or with her or whatever he was giving her access to was completely not him. It wasn't right. It didn't sit well with him. But she made it okay with him while she was having sex, because they were one mentally when they were having sex with each other. The energy was intertwined. He purified, this man was able to purify his energy by no longer having sex with this woman. Okay? All right, so that's what I'm picking up on. What is the message, Holy Spirit? What is the energy chronic? Just read right now. Let's jump in. I'm going to try to make this not a 2-hour reading, a 3-hour reading. How y'all doing today? Happy Wednesday, everybody. What are the messages? Holy Spirit. Oh, okay. Somebody could be single or independent with that 9 of Pentacles. Somebody could be financially independent. And somebody could not create an illusion for somebody. Somebody might have felt like they needed to do whatever they had to do. Okay? Because something was too much of a burden. So somebody could have been trying to do something that was too hard to do. Okay? Somebody couldn't cause an illusion. Somebody felt like they had to win at all costs. And somebody could be single or financially independent right now. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle? These cards are coming out in two. Sorry. The obstacle is somebody can't take any more risk, or something could be too risky. This might have to do with some kind of work that somebody is doing or has been doing. Somebody might not be healing from something. Maybe somebody can't heal, or something is not in alignment for someone, or someone could be an Aquarius. What is that star reverse? The World card. Yeah, something is no longer in alignment for somebody, some type of work. Something's too risky for them to keep on doing. Okay, what happened in the recent past? Okay, I just saw the Chariot. Somebody could have been trying to move something forward, or they could have Cancer in their chart. There's a Hermit energy here. The 10 of Pentacles reverse. Okay, somebody might have been trying to, sorry guys, let me move my big East African head out the camera. Fix this camera. Y'all not supposed to see me. There we go. All right. Okay. The Hermit, the 10 of Pentacles reverse. All right. So somebody went through a whole lot. Somebody was being very destructive. All right. I should be back now. Okay, great. I'm back. Yeah, child. Child, I'm telling you, it's invasion of the body snatchers right now. This type of stuff was not even happening, I don't think, like 10 years ago. It's a whole bunch of people that have been recruited to join all these cults and covens, all these people that refuse to heal, that got in weirdo energy. Instead of wanting to do the work, they wanted to take a shortcut. And they literally have given up their vessels to entities. So you literally have all these archonic entity spirits that are literally operating out of human bodies, and they're doing weird stuff to normal organic human beings that are just being themselves. You understand? So like they will do like they'll turn my power off in the middle of a reading and then do a crown chakra attack, like at the same time. It's gotten worse over the years because they've been able to recruit so many people that wanted a shortcut. Young, old, middle age. So many people just don't want to pay their dues and take their time and do things the right way. Everybody wants to just become a star overnight. Everybody just wants to become and get and receive and become wealthy and rich overnight, a quick come up, or for someone else's energy. These fantasies that were being offered over the past few years, it's happened to so many people that it's like most of the population is running around with these entities right now, and they do this weird stuff like it's so many of them now, and they're so organized, but their whole thing is stupid. Like, I'm gonna become you. Yeah, we need you to go over there. She's about to do her reading. Cut off the power and do a crown chakra attack. It's like gremlins operating in human bodies, and they're all over, everywhere, all over the world, harassing normal humans that didn't want to have entity attachments. Normal people that didn't mind getting a job and going to work, normal people that didn't mind doing their shadow work, or even if you didn't do your shadow work, well, I'm just gonna mind my business, drink my water, and go to work every day and live a normal life. You understand? Half the population right now is running around, and they're not. It's entities that have gotten a hold of human bodies, and they're carrying out these dummy, goofy missions like gremlins, like literally like gremlins. All right, so I'm gonna continue, and if it happens again, who cares? We're just gonna keep moving forward. All right, so in the recent past, there is another masculine I'm picking up on here. This person could have fire and earth in their chart. Okay, someone could have Virgo, they could have Aries, they could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This other masculine I'm picking up on was in some very self-destructive energy against you. Not self-destructive. They might be in some very destructive energy against you, whoever you are. Okay. And they might be connected to this person that is going through some transformation. Uh, so this is some kind of coven that's been coming for you and attacking you. It might consist of a couple of men and a couple of women, the same energies I pick up all the time. I pick up on a hermit, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio energy is one of them. The other one I pick up on is a Leo. The other one I pick up on is a Libra. Another one is an Aquarius, and then there's a Capricorn. It's the same energies over and over and over again. I keep picking up on, but whatever this group is, one of them is no longer connected to these people in that type of a way. They were able to go another direction because this person's perception, when they stopped having sex with this karmic, their perception sharpened, and they were able to predict and see that whatever they were doing and working on was not going to manifest, and they were all wasting their time. And this person does not want to die broke. And they realize the gig is up, a cycle is over for something maybe that an energy they've been operating in maybe for over a decade or several decades. The cycle is over. This person has seen the signs that they're not going to be able to have any success moving forward in the future, still thinking they're going to do some destiny swap with you. And they're like, I don't want to die broke. I don't want to die not having nothing, wasting my time and energy. These people are idiots. They're like running into a brick wall. They're investing energy and time into something that's never going to happen. It's because they're like zombies, and they're ruining their lives. So this hermit energy, the Ten of Pentacles reverse, and this Libra still have been spiritually attacking because they're heartbroken. Yeah, see, they're all working together with the Three of Pentacles. They all keep coming together. These gremlins keep coming together. A Libra, this Aries, Scorpio, Virgo energy, and a Leo. They keep coming together spiritually and attacking you over and over again. But it's over. It has already ended. Judgment spiritually has been called. It's already over for these people. And it's so redundant, to keep on wasting your time and energy. This Libra energy I'm picking up on, they might, okay, nothing to lose is what I just heard. Okay. This Libra energy, they might have some kind of sickness terminal illness or something, or they already sold their soul completely, and they absolutely cannot fix whatever this they signed some kind of blood permanent contract. They were so thirsty for your energy. Whoever you are, you trigger this Libra. They're completely jealous of you. They wanted to walk in your skin. They wanted to become you. They wanted you to die a painful death, and that would like get them off. They would masturbate to causing you pain because you might be beautiful inside and out. You might be and have your freedom and independence because of your discipline to work hard and to stay focused, because of your intelligence and your intellect, and your discipline. And this Libra might see you as having it all. Instead of just seeing you as someone that's a hard worker that stays focused, minds your business, and works on what you want to manifest. You understand? And because they're triggered by your ability to be disciplined in your thinking and actions to manifest beautiful things in your life, and they're lazy and they want a quick come up, they hated you and love you at the same time. So they would have given anything to torment and torture you because they were triggered by you. So when they signed whatever blood contract they signed, they allowed a very high ranking demonic spirit to literally step into their vessel and take over completely. Okay. This is in the past. And they were so happy to do it. Later on, this Libra energy, they wanted to go another direction in their life. And let this be a lesson to anyone that's watching that might be connected to or might get propositioned by any of these people that are in these covens and cults and things. Take a lesson from this Libra energy that's a part of this coven. If you're a younger person and you get approached and they're like, don't worry, there are no consequences, nothing can happen. This Libra energy is terminally ill. They're sick. They're possessed by a demonic entity spirit that they can't get rid of. I know I made a joke the other day about it's like a toxic man that you sat up there, or a toxic baby father or baby mama that you sat up there and put them on the lease of the apartment, or you bought a house together, and you sit up there and find a way to call the police and get them out the house, but they're going to come back because their name is on the lease. So while this Libra decided, I don't want this anymore. I don't know what I was thinking when I agreed to do this, because not only did it not work, but this entity is taking over my body, making me sick and taking over my life. And everything is going to hell for me right now. Everything is backfiring on me. My finances, my own life, a bad karma, my physical health, my spiritual health. I hate this. I just want to go be free to live my life. They did something. They went to some kind of high priestess that cleansed their energy and got the entity out of them. They did. And that entity took their ass to spiritual court, just like a man would do if his name is on the lease and you got the police to put him out the apartment on some BS. If you managed to get him out the house that night, he went around and was like, that's all right, my name is still on that house, and I didn't put my hands on you, so you can't get a restraining order. You was able to get the police to take me out for that one night, but I'm gonna come right back up in there. That entity took her, this Libra, to spiritual court and showed them that contract. They even played back the reel for them. Look, play it again. Look at her over there masturbating. Please give me the power to attack this divine feminine. No, I do not like witches that look like her. I do not like women like her. They think they cute. They think everything they have a man gave to them. They never have to work hard for anything. Everything just comes to them easily. They don't have to go through what the rest of us have to go through. And I would give anything to be able to torment them with death spells and witchcraft and use energy weapons. Masturbating to this. This is what she wanted. Please, I will do anything. I will do anything you want me to do. I'll sign whatever contract. Are you sure? This is permanent. You're not going to be able to get rid of it. I don't care. All the pleasure I'm going to get from torturing and tormented this woman I'm jealous of. You understand? They played it back in spiritual court. They showed the blood contract. I ain't going nowhere. Now let me back in. And that entity came right back up into her body and took right back over her, even when she wanted to. You understand? So these people, they're heartbroken. They're heartbroken right now because they're stuck in a cycle of still taking the same actions, attacking you, hoping that it'll still go through. But more specifically, whoever this Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising is, they're just doing it because they're going to hell in a handbasket, their life, because they feel there's no hope for them at all whatsoever, and this is all they have. They know their situations, they know they're not going to win. They know their situation is not going to turn around. It's not going to get better. They know they can't get that entity off or out of them. They already know that they've sold their soul for this lifetime. They already know. So they have nothing better to do. They're a freight train to hell that's on fire right now. And anybody working with them right now. These people are attacking because they feel hopeless. Whoever this masculine is or feminine, take it as it resonates, I'm picking up on, whoever they are, the person that stopped having sex with this karmic so that they could have clear discernment and perception and kind of perceive what was going to happen in the future, where they were headed, and what's going on here with them internally, spiritually. And also they realized the project they were working on was a dead end project that wasn't going to get them anything. They got out. They were smart enough to get out. So they don't feel hopeless. And that's why they're doing things to better their own life. But the rest of them feel like they don't have any hope. They feel hopeless. And that's the only reason they keep sending little magic to you. All right. What's going on right now? Yeah, somebody is no longer stuck or in a mental imprisonment or in jail. What's that, 9? Yeah, somebody's no longer stuck. Somebody feels like they can't stand their ground, or they're not closed off to something anymore, or someone didn't get their wish fulfillment. They could not stand their ground in what they were doing. They're having a tower. Okay, tell me about this tower. Who's having this tower right now? Where's that tower card I just put up here? Can you all see it? No, that's what's blocking it. Okay, I was trying to see what was blocking it. All right, clarify the tower, the high priest or the high priestess. Somebody could be having a tower about a high priest or a high priestess, or someone could be a high priest or a high priestess. Why? Because somebody's in a mental imprisonment about a lie that they told. Okay. So it looks like somebody is in a mental imprisonment because they told some kind of a lie, with the Page of Swords reversed here. Or they're worried about going to jail because of a lie that they told. Okay? You might be a high priestess and somebody could have told a lie about you. Okay? Who told this lie? Who are we talking about here? Okay, the 4 of Wands. This could be somebody in your family, or this could be someone you dated. Who is this person with the 4 of Wands? This could either be someone in your family, someone from your community, or someone you were married to, or someone you dated. They told a lie about you as a high priest or a high priestess. A Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there could be a Queen of Pentacles. This could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person lied about you. They were in their ego. They were in their ego about their magic. Okay, so this is who wanted to destiny swap with you. So somebody with an entitlement complex to the point of delusion felt like because maybe they had more status than you, maybe they had a more important position in society, maybe they're recognized more in society than you are, okay? Maybe because they have some money or whatever, or maybe they're a trendy person with a lot of connections. Maybe they felt like if you're a high priestess, you might have some kind of spiritual abilities. They might have felt like they should have. I'm getting like somebody feels like you don't dress like everybody else and you don't live in a gated community and you don't have any important position in our society whereby people, you don't have a title. You don't have a title given to you by people connected to the government. You don't have connections. You don't have a whole bunch of friends on social media. You're not in the in crowd. You shouldn't have, someone like you shouldn't have these spiritual gifts and abilities. I'm the one that looks the part. If anything, I mean, look at me. I own a business. I know how to buy certain types of name brand clothes. I'm in the in crowd. I'm invited to everybody's function. I have a title in this society. That's the energy. This Queen of Pentacle, there's a Queen of Pentacle that knew you were a high priestess, but they had an entitled, this could be a man or a woman. They had an entitlement complex to the point of delusion that you shouldn't, based on what they think a person that should have spiritual gifts and abilities should look like or sound like, or should, what community they should be a part of and revered in. Okay. They felt like they deserved to have your high priestess abilities. Okay. So they thought that they was going to take your energy from you and perpetrate your energy as a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe they were going to try to find a way to apply their, I feel like this is someone that might have a capitalist mindset. We all know how a capitalist, how things work in a capitalist society. You don't obtain things and work for things for a healthy work-life balance, so that you can live a healthy life, so you can have enough food where your family and you are healthy, so that you can live comfortable. You have to be filthy rich. You have to have more than what you need. You have to, a capitalist mindset, you have to not, no amount of money is ever enough. The whole goal in life is to become as rich as possible. This type of energy. Okay. This was a narcissist. Okay. This could be a younger fire sign, the Page of Wands, or somebody could have given someone a message to balance the situation. So this earth sign, a fire sign, and an Aquarius, three people. They were all trying to balance the situation because you're a high priestess and someone else is a Queen of Pentacles. Somebody thought it'd be a good idea to infuse a high priestess gifts and abilities into a Queen of Pentacles energy, to make them like a super business tycoon, a super tycoon of business, or something like that. You understand? I can see how they would think like that. You might use your spiritual abilities to help people to grow spiritually, to help people to recognize their purpose, to help people to even recognize their soul. You might use your spiritual gifts in a different way that's not capitalist, that maybe might not make you that much money, or whatever the case may be. This might be someone that might have looked at you and been like, if I had those abilities, I would be a business tycoon and I would go straight to the stock market and I'm going to get rich. Or people want to sleep with a high priestess so that they could use her energy, to manifest money. There are people that do money rituals in a high vibration to get money, that sleep with certain high priestesses. They got a whole lot of different types of business that different people do. Okay. And somebody was like, shoot, if I had her energy, if I was had her energy, I would be making money. I would be charging different men to sleep with me, to use my energy for money. I would be doing this, that, and the other. You understand? This is the Queen of Pentacles that was thinking, on how she would use your gifts and abilities, in maybe a capitalist society in a capitalist way. She might feel like you being a high priestess is a waste. All right. So they're having a tower right now because whatever the lie is that they told about you, any magic they send toward you right now is immediately being balanced with this temperance energy. So any magic, yep. And here's, look, the world card. So the cycle is over and a lie is about to come out. So whatever lie she told about you, or he told about you, whoever the King or Queen of Pentacle is, they told a lie about you. Okay. They told a lie about you so that they could get people to help them or give them permission to use resources to bind you, to block you, to surveillance you. They might have even been able to get an illegal warrants to search your home, to put surveillance on you. This is what they've been doing to people that are spiritually gifted. Let me talk about it. For people that are spiritually gifted, they would stalk, monitor you, see who's got these spiritual gifts. You want to know how? Because the military has different types of equipment whereby they can aim something at you and they can see your aura, or they can see your aura. They can see your biofield. They can literally see your energy, like in that cartoon Dragon Ball Z, where you see the aura around, Goku and stuff like that. They have technology. They can just point at you and they can look at your aura. They can look at your biofield, and they can see light that comes from you. They've quantified what people used to call magic, in science now. So people that carry a certain type of energy, they start stalking you. They study you. They want to study your DNA, your genetics. They've got company. They've got a list of different bloodlines dating back before Siddhartha and Jesus. And they've got data charts on file of every human that they can keep track of that's born, and what bloodline you come from, and what gifts and abilities you could be connected to. Oh yeah, they keep databases. Okay, so when they find and hunt down gifted people, men and women spiritually, they either make you an offer to be a part of their network, and if you're the type of personality, when they psychologically profile you to see who you are, what type of personality, can you take orders, can you be told what to do, can you be controlled, and they psychologically profile you, and they realize you're not the type of person that can be controlled, then that's when these people will start getting illegal warrants on you, by telling lies about you. They'll claim that you're in some drug lifestyle, you're a drug dealer, you're an arms dealer, you're running some kind of prostitution ring. They'll tell some kind of lie on you, so that they can get a warrant to surveillance you, just so that they can do it legally. Okay. Now in 2026, you don't got to worry about that no more. The police already have surveillance equipment like they used to show in the movies, where they can look directly into your house and into your apartment. They can look directly, and they can see you from in there. Okay, this is where we're at. In 2026, the cameras in a lot of communities are already everywhere. Okay, like Atlanta, Georgia, that's one of the places. Everything inside of I-20 in Atlanta, Georgia is Truman Show. All actors, all the government institutions and everything. I know y'all heard about Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dalton, moving to Atlanta, Georgia. You want to know why? Because it's all acting. That's why. It's all acting. You understand? These people are all playing a role. And anything inside of I-20, anything beneath I-20 in Atlanta, Georgia, that's all Truman Show territory. All the businesses, schools, governments, all of that is Truman Show. All of it. If you don't believe me, watch the news. It's all Truman Show. All acting. Somebody could be about to go to jail or prison. So this is how they come to surveillance spiritually gifted men and women. Okay, they get the right to illegally surveillance you, but by getting warrants, by lying on you. So the point I guess I was talking about is somebody might be about to go to jail because of whatever lie they told about you. I don't know what lie they told on you, what they said, whatever lie they told about you, it was so they could surveillance you, which is gang stalk you, and they could have an excuse legally to gang stalk you and surveillance you. All right, what are the messages? An emotionally codependent relationship. This is just sex and lust. I cannot make it up. Somebody might be in an emotionally codependent relationship and they might be using sex to control them. Or this might have happened. This is just sex, lust, and someone's emotionally codependent on someone. Root chakra. Okay. So they want me to pull a root chakra card. Is something going on with someone's root chakra? Yep, somebody connected to somebody's root chakra. I'm surprised sacral chakra didn't come out here. Stocks and bonds, loan, God and divine intervention. Okay. Poison pet. Somebody could have poisoned somebody's pet. A blood or paternity test might be recommended for somebody. You need to fast and pray for this. An element of colorism exists. Pull a chakra card, solar plexus. Okay. So somebody either is or was in an emotionally codependent relationship. So somebody was codependent to somebody for some kind of emotional validation. Okay. They was in some kind of a sexual, lustful relationship with this person. Okay. And something has to do with stocks and bond. Maybe someone had a lot of money, or maybe something had to do with a loan. This was divine intervention by God. Somebody might need to get a blood or paternity test for a pregnancy, a child that someone's pregnant with. Okay. Someone could have poisoned someone's pet. Somebody might need to fast and pray to cleanse something off of their root chakra. Okay, so somebody might need to do a root chakra cleanse. Somebody is a colorist. There's an element of colorism that exists here, and something going on with someone's solar plexus chakra as well. All right, tell me about this. Tell me about the root chakra. What do you want us to know about somebody's root chakra? Now, with element of colorism, it could mean many different things. This could be somebody that might have an element of colorism within themselves. They might not like their own complexion, or they could have a prejudice against another because of complexion, or they might have some beliefs, false beliefs surrounding complexion of themselves or someone else. Or whatever the case may be. But, you know, that is a very wide umbrella, okay? Clarify root chakra. Clarify root chakra. Or somebody could only be attracted to, or think they're only attracted to a certain complexion or color, erratic behavior, because of some kind of childhood trauma or brainwashing, or being born in a system and being born on a lower frequency. So not being born on a vibration high enough to be above the frequency to be able to see clearly the delusion that's been created about color. It could be many things. Somebody might be having some erratic behavior right now due to an imbalance in their root chakra. Okay, so someone might be acting erratic. Somebody might need to go on a fast again and cleanse their root chakra. Okay, someone might need to do a spiritual bath, or even do an A cleanse if you need to. Somebody might need to do an A cleanse. And when I do a cleanse, I go over my chakras. I don't just go and outline my body and around the front and back and over my head and under my feet. I specifically go and rub that egg over my chakras, okay, when I do my egg cleanse. Clarify, Holy Spirit, root chakra. And it works, y'all. Ooh, just feel like I just took a spring bath. Root chakra. Anything else about this root chakra? This is it. Stiffness. Yeah, somebody is having erratic behavior, spiritual procrastination, avoidance of completing things. Okay, this is not that bad. So somebody is having erratic behavior, they're experiencing stiffness and spiritual procrastination and avoidance of completing things. Okay. And what about the solar plexus? So I'm going to pull an eternal crystal oracle card for somebody that might be having an imbalance in their root chakra right now. Whether it's the root chakra, the third eye, or the solar plexus. I'll go ahead and pull an eternal crystal oracle card before we close the read. All right, what is the solar plexus card, please and thank you. Ooh. Okay, these fell. Did one fall on the floor? No. Okay. The physical stomach. Somebody might be having issues with their stomach right now. Solar plexus. Constipation. Okay. Powerless and self-doubting. Okay. Right now, somebody might be constipated. So the problem you're having with your stomach is constipation. Okay. It's all connected. I got you. All right. You might be feeling powerless. I don't feel like doing it, Spirit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just tell them about it. So there's a tea called Smooth Move. Yes. There is a tea called Smooth Move. And of course, the active ingredient is, y'all know that leaf, what is that leaf that they use in Smooth Move? I don't believe I can't think of it in a moment. But I got boxes of that Smooth Move tea. It's one of them teas that you drink that you are not supposed to leave your house that day. Okay? If you plan on drinking this tea, you drink it on your day off from work and you drink it. Senna, thank you. Who said that? Thank you, Karachi. Rello. Yeah, it is Senna leaves. Senna. Smooth Move. If you drink it, wait till your day off from work, and the night before, like if it's gonna be your day off from work, the night before, yeah, y'all. And don't you eat no big meal before you do it either, like I used to. But the night before your day off, like when you get off of work, if you're off work the next day, that's when you drink that tea. So that at least by afternoon, if the tea works, you'll be able to leave the house and run errands and do what you need to do. But it's one of them teas, I'm telling you, Smooth Move. It's one of them teas that you don't leave the house, okay? You don't leave the house when you drink it. Okay, so somebody is dealing with constipation right now. That's why your stomach is bothering you. Somebody could be feeling powerless, self-doubting. Take some Smooth Move tea or any tea that has senna, or make your own tea with senna leaves. Okay, you can make your own tea. Get you some cloves. Get you some cinnamon bark. Get you some cardamom. Get you some honey. Child, you can make your own tea. But either way, make sure you throw some senna leaves up in there. Anything else about the solar plexus? Ginger, yes. Chop you up some fresh ginger too. That's how you do that. Chop you up some fresh ginger. Somebody said castor oil. Child, that's what our mama used to give us when we were kids. Don't start that mess. Y'all remember It almost made you want to vomit because it was so thick and tasteless, and used to have to swallow the whole thing. Me and my brothers used to have to line up to take that casserole from my mother. Ugh, used to hate it. Child. If it's an emergency and you need to clean out in an emergency, get you some sea salt. Get you 2 big tablespoons of sea salt and put it in some water and drink it straight. And you'll go to the bathroom within the hour. Yeah, prune juice and cherry juice. If you don't like the taste of prune juice like me, cherry juice, sweet tart cherry juice, like at Kroger and Walmart in the organic section. Sweet tart cherry juice. That works fast too, but it's annoying because you're gonna have to keep running to the bathroom, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back. You want it all at one time, damn it. No, if you want something immediately, sea salt and water. It'll work within 15 minutes. Yep. Who said yep? Yep. Sea salt and water. It'll work in 15 minutes. It's gross, and you got to have the stomach for it, all that salt. And don't have no health issues that have to do with salt. But sea salt and water for an emergency only. And then I suggest stay away from salt for a month. All right, anything else? Solar plexus. Okay. Stress and pressure, and somebody might be doing spell work on someone's solar plexus. Okay, got it. And then I'm looking at spell work right here. Somebody could be doing, somebody is doing, someone's doing spell work on your solar plexus for somebody. So somebody is doing spell work on your solar plexus. Do a cleanse. Don't worry about it. You can do a cleanse and also drink a tea or do something to cleanse your bowels, whoever I'm talking to. All right. And they could be trying to cause you to have stress and pressure and be self-doubting. And somebody could be dealing with erratic behavior, and you might be dealing with stiffness, spiritual procrastination of completing things. Let's go ahead and get into these cards real quick. So tell me about this emotionally codependent relationship. Tell me about this person in an emotionally codependent relationship. Somebody could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, the King of Swords. Okay. Someone was in a sexual connection, maybe with an air sign, sun, moon, or rising. And they were doing some kind of spell work that backfired. A Gemini. So I have Gemini energy here. I don't know. There could be a Gemini. Maybe this Gemini is a colorist. Someone might have, this is the Lovers. This could, somebody that was causing an illusion about sex. Maybe even the Lovers. A King of Wands. Ha. Okay. Somebody was having sex with somebody, but it wasn't for pleasure. Somebody was having sex with somebody. They were trying to fool them. They were trying to orchestrate something, but it didn't have the effect on them they thought it was going to have with that Ace of Wands reverse. Somebody might have been trying to do something to hold somebody back from illuminating something with the sun. Okay, or someone could be a Leo. Okay. So somebody or somebody didn't have sex with somebody. Oh, okay. And somebody can't recover now. The Nine of Wands reverse. Clarify the Nine of Wands reverse. They feel defeated. Got it. Someone's complete wish fulfillment was to move to calmer waters. The Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords could have defended themselves or put a boundary up or something from a narcissist, a Leo, or the Sun, or someone that wanted to illuminate something. So somebody could have had sex with somebody, but it was for an alternative reason. Somebody could have been having sex with somebody because they had an alternative agenda. Maybe they wanted to drain their energy. Maybe they wanted to energy harvest from them, or connect a cord to them to do spell work or something like that. But somebody had did something to protect themselves and it didn't work. But they wanted to move to calmer waters. Okay. Someone didn't want to celebrate with somebody that was orchestrating something. Something didn't work on somebody because somebody was defensive. Somebody, the Queen of Swords, it don't even have to be an air sign. This is somebody that kept their boundaries up. This is somebody that didn't allow themselves to be emotionally manipulated by someone that maybe they used to have sex with just for lust. Got it. So somebody was trying to stop somebody. Got it. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody was trying to stop somebody from maybe going to court or to revealing evidence about what was being done to you. Okay. And they thought if they had sex with them, because they were used to emotionally manipulating them and gaslighting them. This is piggybacking from the beginning of the reading that I just did. They thought if they kept having sex with this person, that they could still manipulate them and get them to do what they want. They thought they still had control over their mind. It's nothing like the day a narcissist realizes you have healed and they no longer have control over you or your mind or whatever the case may be. The day that you've awoken to what a narcissist is and realize the type of abuse you've been in or whatever. It's kind of like that. Somebody put their boundaries up and stood their ground against the person that used to control them with sex. Okay. And it's because this person was going to reveal what they were doing against to hurt and harm you. It's because in the past, they were able to gaslight and emotionally manipulate this person, and they were emotionally codependent to this person that they were in a sexual, lustful relationship with. But this person has stopped having sex with this person so that they could separate their energy from theirs, so that they could hear the voice of God, which is their connection to their higher mind, their higher self, so that they could see their situation clearly. They could practice better discernment and make better decisions for themselves and for their life that made sense, that's actually going somewhere. They could look into the future and see if the decisions they're making, the actions they're taking, are going to lead to an abundant future, or are they going to lead me to the gutter and complete utter loss and devastation in my life. Whoever this person is, when they stopped having sex with whoever that fire sign or whoever that person is they were having sex with, it allowed them to hear the voice of God, which is their higher self, without interference from another person's gaslighting voice or their energy from tantric sex. All right. So somebody was aware of what they were trying to do and they wasn't thinking right about something. Okay. Somebody wasn't thinking right about something. An illusion. They were trying to avoid a tower by trying to cause an illusion because they still don't see the wrong in whatever it is they want to do to you. Okay. Tell me about pet poison. What is this pet poison energy? The star. Someone could be an Aquarius, or someone could be healed. Someone feels defeated because the pet healed. Okay. Okay. So the star can talk about healing. Somebody poisoned somebody's pet. So when that didn't work, whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. And when it didn't work, they tried to poison this person's pet. Okay. And they felt defeated because that pet healed. And they tried to create an illusion about it. Like, I didn't do nothing to your pet, but it caused a tower. Yeah, it caused a tower. This Libra or Empress in the reverse, someone that they're connected to, or it's this Libra or an Empress in reverse. That's who poisoned their pet. Okay? Because somebody's closed emotionally. Okay? A King of Cups. Because somebody cut somebody off. So either this Libra cut off a father figure, or a Pisces, or a water sign, or that father figure cut the Libra off. But one of them got mad because the other one cut them off and they did something to their pet. But the pet healed. Okay? the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Someone that could be pregnant. There could be someone that's pregnant right now that will do anything for money. The Hangman, okay? That might be idle right now, might still be working on something even though it's over, and someone or something is idle, okay, because somebody uh, cut something off. So clarify the Hangman. Something is idle. Probably what they were working on. Somebody. All right. So somebody cut somebody off. Somebody cut somebody off. They're not work. I told you this group. Someone could be a Cancer. Okay. This group is dismantling. Some ain't with it no more, and others are, even though it's not going anywhere because they're riddled with entities, and entities are slow and dumb and stupid and retarded. They think backwards, no forward thinking. So of course an entity is going to keep on throwing rocks at a brick wall. Eventually someone's going to open the door. It's a brick wall. There's no door there. There's no door. There's no door. You're sitting here throwing pebbles at a brick wall. No, that's not a door. That's a brick wall. It's a brick wall. Well, if you want to get in the house, you're gonna have to get up and walk around to the other side and get in the gate. Well, I'm gonna keep throwing pebbles at this brick wall, and eventually the door is gonna open. You understand? The ones that are still attacking you, they're stupid. They're stupid and they are slow. And of course they're slow because the demonic spirits that are possessing them are slow. Okay. They're on a lower frequency and a lower vibration. What we understand about when you're dealing with demonic spirits of a lower frequency and a lower vibration, they think slower. The information they get is not always accurate because their perception is off. The light is distorted inside of them. So yes, of course they're slow. They don't operate like a person in alignment who the light flows through clear and direct. So the information you get is not only accurate, but it comes to you at light speed, right? Because the light is not impeded and bended in different directions that flows through you. The light and the energy, which brings the communication to you from the ethers and the messages, because your chakras are in alignment. So because your chakras are in alignment, everything is like green lights everywhere. Everything is moving back and forth very quickly. It's not all bended up like twisted up piping, okay, and plumbing. Ooh, child. Yeah, so somebody tried to use a thirst trap, and now somebody's just idle because they don't have anyone to help them or work with them. They keep on conferencing with people to help them, but everyone is aware this is just a dodo bird that keeps on, a mother figure that's a dodo bird that got fired, that keeps on trying to pay people to throw magic at you. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but it's a waste because I think both men might have walked away. I feel like both masculines have walked away from whoever this dodo bird is. Somebody might need to get a blood or paternity test for a woman that's pregnant or for a child. Oh, that's why jail and prison is out here. So she thought she was going to be able to use sex to stop someone from telling the truth about what she wanted to do to hurt and harm you. But this person knows this person does not care anything about them. It's all about you. Okay? There is possibly a feminine that is completely obsessed with another feminine. And she will love bomb any man that will help her to get access to you. You understand? She will sell them a dream. She will pop it on a handstand for them. She'll give them whatever they want as long as she can get close to you to harm and hurt and try to destiny swap from you. So somebody already learned that lesson and they realize this woman don't care nothing about them. All they care about is becoming you. But they use their sex appeal and love bombing skills in order to use the men that they need to get them to do what they want them to do. Okay. And the men believe them because they're very convincing. This might be someone that might know how to have sex and mimic the energy that porn stars give or something like that. And men in their ego, oh no, you better believe, oh, she digging me, she loved me, oh man. And then she won't stop blowing up my phone. Yeah, of course, because she wants something from you. So she's giving you what she thinks that you want, to be love bombed, your ego stroked, to make you feel like you're the best at everything. Of course, she'll do anything. She'll do absolutely anything to become divine feminine and get close to another woman. Unfortunately, a lot of masculine energies don't realize how crazy some women are, and how some women literally, no matter how attractive they are, they don't care nothing about men. They're obsessed about other women, and that's it. They're completely obsessed with other women. They literally care nothing about you. Everything they do for you is acting. They give you what they think you want, and you eat it up. Your ego lets you eat it up and think, no, this woman is doing the absolute most. No, she won't stop. She GPS track me wherever I go. That's because she wants to control you. She wants to make sure she's got some level of control over you. Make sure nobody else gets a hold of you. She wants to make sure nobody knocks or talks sense into you. She has to guard her investment. She got to make sure nobody enlightens you. Nobody tells you the truth about what's really going on. She got to make sure you don't run into an angel or a divine feminine that's going to awaken you to what her plan really is. Teach you about narcissism and teach you about love bombing, and find out what she's really up to. That's why she needs to watch you and monitor you like a demon. That's not because she's obsessed with you. That demon is obsessed with doing whatever they have to do to get divine feminine's energy. All right. What is the Eternal Crystal Oracle card for anyone that might need a recommendation for the root chakra, solar plexus, or third eye? What is the Eternal Crystal Oracle card for anyone that might need a recommendation for the solar plexus, for assistance balancing the solar plexus, the root chakra, or the third eye? What is the recommended Eternal Crystal Oracle card for the root chakra, solar plexus, and, or I see that, kunzite for somebody, children, third eye, and heart chakra. For someone, for the root chakra, solar plexus, or third eye, what is the recommended Eternal Crystal Oracle card, Holy Divine Spirit, for someone in my collective? All right. Why is this sideways? Carnelian. Okay. All right. They're giving me one for the heart chakra, and they're giving me a card for the root and the sacral chakra. Carnelian and pre-night. Wow, heart chakra cards. And they're coming out in reverse. So I don't know, somebody might have an over or underactive heart chakra. Okay. I have green aventurine, new opportunities, and release and declutter. This is a message for somebody. Okay, in carnelian. Okay, we're going to go right there. Okay, I'm going to read this to you, and I'm going to get ready to close up. They want me to read, what's that, 33 for, oh my God. I opened to the page, so I know this is what they want me to do. So what I have is, carnelian for the root and sacral chakra, okay? Green aventurine, okay, for new opportunities for the heart chakra. And the one I'm going to read to you, which is pre-night, release and declutter, which is also for the heart chakra. This is the one they want me to read to you while I opened up to the page. Aha, that's so funny. All right. This is what someone needs to get. Pre-night, release, declutter for the heart chakra. It's time for you to release any stress from your physical and emotional body and your home environment. Try to clear out any clutter from both your home and your mind. It is important that you release and let go of anything that you no longer need. Pre-night has been sent to you today to help you to move forward in your life by releasing anything that is holding you back. Pre-night is also well known in Feng Shui crystal. Okay, Feng Shui crystal. I'm sorry. It can assist in the decluttering process. It helps you to become more organized and assist you to see things from the most beneficial perspective. When pre night shows up for you, it's important that you heed the message. And there are items, objects, clothing, or furniture that you no longer need. Okay? Consider donating these items to charity or passing them to a friend or family member. Do you have an emotional attachment to any objects from your past or from someone who didn't treat you well? Remember, each object holds a vibration and an energy. It could be time to do away with objects which hold negative memories or thoughts for you. Declutter and make way for new energy to come into your life pre-night. So somebody might need to declutter, get rid of clothing they no longer need, get rid of things that you might have gotten together with or gotten from or received from someone that's toxic for you, because those things hold negative energy. Somebody might need to declutter emotionally, okay, by releasing other people's baggage energy, okay. But that is the card that's being recommended here today. You see, I got my crystals back out. I've been unpacking, got my little stuff here. Okay, Holy Divine Spirit, please give me a final message so we can get ready to close this one out. All right, what is the final message, please, and thank you. What is the final message? Oh, somebody is sad. This might be that narcissist whose sex ain't sexing no more. Yep. Some narcissists realize that they no longer have control over somebody's mind anymore. They can't control them with sex. Wow. Yet someone realized that they can no longer control somebody with sex. Final message, Holy Spirit. I see a Leo card here. I see the Death card here. I see the High Priestess card here and the Knight of Pentacles. There could be a Leo that keeps orchestrating something against the High Priestess, but it might be coming to a complete end now. Another one of these people that don't want to get a job and just do their own work and focus on, the business that actually pays them, that don't want to just focus on their own life and work hard like everybody else. People that manifest, it don't mean we don't work hard. Do you know what it takes to manifest? I'm going to tell you, the main ingredient in being able to manifest is, I'm going to tell you, minding your business. That's the main ingredient in manifesting. Minding your own business. If you want to gain weight or lose weight, or if you want to go on some type of improvement, maybe your skincare journey, hair care journey, new shopping, new wardrobe, new image, whatever, money, new business, entrepreneur, Creativity. You know how you make it grow and become better? By pouring all your focus and attention into something connected to you that you're working on for the betterment of you. By minding your business. If you look to somebody else, let it be for inspiration in a positive way. But if you're someone that's impulsive, that might have a demonic spirit or entity where you can't control your impulses, then maybe you don't need to be looking at people for inspiration. If you can't do it and you have to turn into the Grinch or whatever. But by minding your business and simply focusing all your attention and energy on something that you choose to work on, it will allow you to manifest. That means the actions that you take, what's going to grow is the plant that you water. The wolf that's going to live is the one that you feed. You understand? If you feed the jealousy wolf, by instead focusing in a negative way on people that are manifesting and creating things and building good things in their life, then that's the wolf that's going to grow inside of you and spiritually. Okay? But if you feed the wolf that is working for yourself and focusing on yourself, and if you can't because of a lack of creativity and a lack of ideas, where is it? Not in this one, that was earlier. If you have a lack of creativity and a lack of ideas, it could be because you have no idea who you are. So how can you know what you're good at or even know your purpose if you don't even know who you are? Okay? And you know who you are by developing a healthy personality. Your personality tells you who you are. So if you can't come up with creative ideas or find your purpose in life, and that's the reason you're so mischievous, you're a copycat, you're focusing in a negative way on someone else that's hyper focused on their own life, then it might be maybe your first project should be shadow work. Your first project might need to be shadow work. You might need to talk to a therapist. You might need to go on a journey of self-discovery so you can develop a healthy personality. But before you can develop a healthy personality, you might need to have some blockages removed from your lower chakras, which could be trauma, pain, and hurt that you're carrying that are connected to maybe wounds from your childhood or another time in your life. And until you clear up those blockages, you're not going to be able to develop a healthy personality. Okay. So the first step is awareness. Final message. Oh, okay. What was that? Yeah. Somebody is so, because it's an entity, because the entity just wants its energy, of course. Somebody is so emotional. Look at this. The King of Cups reversed, the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups reversed, and the Five of Wands came out sideways. This is nothing but water, water, water. Somebody is so drowning in their emotions. Somebody is losing it right now. Why is somebody overly emotional right now about something? I want to know, because this is a whole lot of water out here. That's the reason I want to know. I mean, more than normal. You got the Eight of Cups reverse. Somebody can't let something go. The Ace of Cups, which is overwhelming emotions, uncontrollable, drowning, literally drowning in emotions. Clarify this Ace of Cups. Why is somebody drowning in their emotions here? Somebody could be smug and indifferent. Yeah, that's that demon. That's that entity attachment. Somebody might be an opportunist. Somebody is unhealed and they're in their south node and they're still struggling between their dark and light energy. Okay. So someone that's unhealed, they're in their south node and they're still struggling between their dark and light energy. They're an opportunist and they're very emotional right now about a conflict that's still up in the air with the Five of Wands. Yeah, somebody's consumed. They don't love you. You give good narc supply. Yeah, someone is a narcissist and they are completely consumed by their emotions. This person is very strong willed and powerful. That means someone is very stubborn in this sense, and they have wicked thoughts. Wow. Somebody don't want to let something go. But it's that demonic spirit that they're housing. That's what it is. It wants to eat. It's starving. It wants your energy. That's that demonic spirit they're housing that really, really wants your energy. All right, give me one final card. They're struggling with themselves. Let's go. Oh, that almost hit the fire. Oh, this could be a fire sign, or somebody's about to take off. The Lovers reverse. Somebody could have Gemini in their chart. Somebody could have broke up with somebody with the Lovers reverse. They could be about to go on a trip, or they're about to plan something. They might be about to take off. I don't know if the fire is representing fuel, but it almost hit that fire. All right. Or someone is on fire right now, wanting to come up with another plan to do something to you. They're wasting their time. What's the Five of Pentacles? Yeah. This is whatever this karmic energy is. They're on fire. It's a fire sign. The Page of Wands, because somebody turned them down. That demonic spirit. Okay, so whoever I picked up on that turned down sex from this person that wanted to hurry up and see if they could attach another demon to them, a spirit to them, to get control over their mind again. This person, the Two of Cups, they rejected their offer. Okay, they rejected their offer and isolated themselves, or this person's about to be in poverty with the Five of Pentacles. So they're on fire right now for another plan. The Page of Wands, or about a message. Either way, somebody is on fire right now. Somebody is like on fire. Like, I can't let it go. And what it is, again, it's these demonic spirits that feed off of negative energy. And they thought that they were going to be able to get your energy. And that's what's making them crazy. This demonic possession they have. They're losing it because they can't get access to your energy. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. There is a possessed Leo. Queen of Pentacles reverse. And the Emperor reverse. Aries. It's a missed opportunity to get someone to change their mind. Yeah. Someone is defensive. Somebody could have threw something down. That's it. So this is a fire sign. This is a Leo I'm picking up on here. They could have a water placement. They are either very defensive or someone is closed off to them right now. Someone is very shallow, superficial. They'll do anything for money. They missed an opportunity to work with an Aries to get a judgment reverse, and they're on fire. But it's a demonic. There's a Leo that is possessed by a demonic spirit, and they're on fire because the demonic spirit, they need an exorcism. That's it. Whoever this Leo is I'm picking up on, they need an exorcism because the demonic spirit that has taken over their vessel, the archon, the entity, whatever this thing is that's taken over their vessel, it won't let them rest. This person, they are not themselves. And they are on fire right now because they need to get your energy for this thing inside of them. But they can't get it. So that spirit inside of them will not let them rest. And that's why they're on fire. So when you see people walking around that seemingly seem angry for no reason, red eyes that are shaking, and they're like this around the clock, looking like a junkie, a meth head or a crackhead, and they're just, they just seem like they're losing it. It's because they got a demonic possession inside of them, and they can't satisfy whatever that appetite is of that demonic spirit because they couldn't get your energy or whatever the energy is they were trying to get. Guys, I'm Quan Yin, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. Bing. All right, so I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love on this Wednesday morning. I show gratitude for complete restoration financially, energetically, spiritually. I show gratitude right now for the Most High God, Yeshua, Yahweh, Jehovah. I show gratitude right now for complete restoration, emotionally, mentally, physically, energetically, financially. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. I show gratitude for my ancestors and my guides and my ascended masters that never leave my side. I show gratitude right now for the Most High God. For it was only God, however you define God, that placed those planets uniquely in their places with the energies and the frequencies that we need to get our prayers and affirmations granted. O Holy One, the moon that sits at the head of Venus, the sun, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter. Right now, I command every witchcraft inspired warfare against my finances. I command you to cease right now in the name of Jesus. I command every witchcraft inspired warfare in my life right now against my energy, against my spirit, my finances, my relationships to cease right now in the name of Eal, Yeshua, Jehovah. I command every witchcraft inspired warfare in my life cease right now in the name of Jehovah. Cease right now in the name of Yeshua. Jeremiah 46:17. For this day, the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance, that I may be avenged of my adversaries. And the sword shall devour them, and it shall be made satiate and made drunk with their blood. Break every bow and cut every spear. They did cry there, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He had passed the time appointed. The cycle is complete. Every enemy known and unknown, seen and unseen, fighting me right now, I command you, expire right now by fire. Every enemy known and unknown, seen and unseen, every pharaoh of my life, expire in motion right now. Expire in motion. Every pharaoh of my life, expire right now. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Silence the tongue of every campaign of calamity against me. Silence the tongue of those chanting witchcraft against me. Every war strike, every scorch of tongue, every war caused by tongue of man against me, be silent in the name of Jesus. Be silent in the name of Jehovah. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord. I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed. Let them be silent in the grave. Whosoever will enter coffin, or sleeps with the dead, or worships the dead, or washes the dead to wage war against me, in the name of Christ, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yeshua, let them be silent in the grave. Silence. Let my enemies be silent in the darkness. Silence in the grave. Silence right now. The wicked shall become silent in the darkness. I command every lying, chanting tongue right now to be tied, binded, bounded, and knotted on every plane through every energy body. Whatsoever I bind in earth is bound in heaven. Whatsoever I loose in earth is loosed in heaven. I bind and tie every tongue chanting witchcraft against me right now in earth and on the heavenly realms. I tie your tongue right now. Right now, I bind every tongue chanting and speaking witchcraft against me. Be silent in the darkness. Silence in the darkness. Silence in the grave. Silence in this village. Silence in my life. I command every witch and warlock astral projecting into my environment. Hawk their horses and split their tendons so they can be immobilized. I command every witch and warlock astral projecting into my environment. Let their silver cord, let it be cut off. Let my angels and ancestors and guides cut off their sea backwards. Cause their airplane and Merkaba to crash, malfunction. Cause their death right now. Let every witch and warlock flying or crawling in my environment fall down and die. Break, bend, and twist every wing. Burn their chariots with fire. Cause their witchcraft birds to break in motion. Let them fall out the sky and die instantly. Let the wings break, causing them to crash and die right now. Let the enemies of my progress be openly disgraced. Let the enemies of my children, of my child, be openly disgraced right now. Let every witchcraft coven against my destiny, flying against my destiny, fall out the sky and be disgraced and exposed right now. As they take off, they shall crash. As they take off, they shall crash. As they take off, they shall crash. Whosoever is flying for my sake, as a witchcraft bird, whosoever is crawling for my sake, as a cat or any animal in the ground, as a snake, salamander, any serpent in the ground, in the name of Christ Jehovah, crash, land, scrape, break your ass and die right now. Collapse and die right now. Stop dead in your tracks and die right now. Whosoever is flying for evil as a witchcraft bird against my soul, crash right now and die in the name of Christ Jehovah. I command it. Right now, by the power and authority of Christ Jehovah, I decree and declare that I release fire on every witchcraft attack being used on me and my collective of the highest vibration of love. Every witchcraft attack being sent to me and my collective of the highest vibration of love right now, burst into flames and scatter. Let every charm on or under the ground in my abode, every evil altar, every candle, every picture or item referencing my name, let its power right now be nullified, neutralized, completely obliterated, and destroyed. Burst into flames and scatter. Let its power be banished and destroyed by my fire, power, and light of Christ's authority. Abracadabra. I will create as I speak. Iao, Yeshua. Let the forces of darkness right now, I command you, get and flee from around me and scatter. Whatsoever he shall bind in earth shall be bound in the heaven. Whatsoever he shall loose in earth is loosed in the heavens. Right now, I bind and contain every hex, every black magic, every bewitchment, every witchcraft spell, every curse, every negative energy and evil eye sent toward me and my collective on every plane in earth and in heaven. I bind you. I bind the energy right now. I bind your words right now. And I command you to return back to sender. Abracadabra. I return all spell work directly back to the sender. I command you to return directly back to the sender, plant into their energy field until you manifest the exact desired outcome they wanted for me to happen to them instead. I command it. I command you to return directly back to the sender right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rises up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the foulest snare and from the deadly noisome pestilence. Right now I command, let every form of witchcraft and all of its effects burst into flames and of fire and scatter, burn to ashes down to the ground, be completely neutralized, nullified, and destroyed. I bind every evil influence and command you to get and flee from my life, from my home and environment right now. I dismantle every stronghold of witchcraft. I command every hex and curse to break right now. I break the power of this witchcraft and spell work in the name of Christ Jehovah. I decree and declare no power can stand against me. No power of darkness has or will ever have any power over me. By Christ's power, I break the force and the power of every spell, curse, and charm that anyone tries to exert over my life. Right now, let every force of witchcraft submit and bow down to my authority on every plane through every energy body and be completely obliterated and destroyed. I renounce all ties to witchcraft right now, sent to and at me by the power and authority of Jehovah. I break every tie, connection, and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now. I neutralize and nullify every curse spoken, split and remove the tongue of my curses. Let their power be banished. Let it fall to the ground and scatter, be rendered powerless and ineffective. Let the effects of witchcraft on my body, mind, and spirit right now, let it be reversed and undone. Right now, I decree and declare complete freedom and healing. I am completely restored to wholeness and divinely protected on every plane, from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. I command, let every demonic spirit get from around me right now. Umima is a consuming fire. I release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything to try to cause me any spiritual, physical, financial, or energetic imbalance in my life. Right now, I flood this prayer with Christ's light, fire, and power for strength, speed, and impact. The sun, Mercury, Mars, mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe. Guys, amen, amen, Ashe. Yes, the air Hierophant, Diane Garrison, Empress Love, Yolanda Parrish 7071. Yes, Rainbow Warrior 90. I see you. Absolutely. Yeah, that was somebody's card. That was a demon letting me know they was on the way out. Who else we got here? Diane Garrison, Yolanda Parrish, everybody that was a part of this prayer. Sophia, Angel Brown Honey. I know that's right. Thank you. Spiritual Champion 2935. I thank all of you for being a part of this prayer. More than anything, I am that I am 1010. You better know it. That's that root chakra energy. I am. That's the ego. I exist. I'm here. That's right. Enchanted Star 144. That's right. Empress High Priestess. I love each and every last one of you all. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Whether or not you're in the live, I still see the numbers and I know you're with me, Orbital Elements. Much love to each and every last one of you. I thank you for being a part of the prayer. Y'all know we didn't win the battle. It's already over. It's 2026 and New Year's had already passed. We good now. It's just maybe like one or two scragglers. We already talked about what's going on with them and the whole scenario about throwing pebbles at a brick wall. You know, that's what they gonna do. Haters gonna hate. And then she got a demonic possession that she can't get rid of, an entity. That entity signed the lease. Their goofy ass allowed that entity to sign they signed a lease in blood. So even if they try to cleanse the entity, see, for y'all younger people, don't sit up there and let somebody, I want y'all to use your discernment. Y'all got to use discernment, okay? Don't just look at something with tunnel vision one way. You have to ask questions. You got to find out what the pros and the cons are about things. Because right now, there are older people, older than you all, that allowed the devil to tempt them, meaning their lower nature, having to do with jealousy, envy, and emotions that were bothering them at the time. And during a time of weakness, instead of getting into some energy of wanting to heal themselves, they wanted to hurt another person or take something from another person. And they were so desperate in that moment, they made these contracts with these demonic spirits and entities. And it's like 5 and 10 years later, and a lot of those same people are suffering badly right now. A lot of them want to cleanse those entities off of them and out of their life. Some are able to do it successfully, but some of them went too far with the graveyard dirt and all the calling up dead spirits. Some of them, they went too far, and it is a point of no return in this lifetime. And they're going to have to die with that entity, and they're not going to be able to cleanse it until through death, until next lifetime. You know why? The reason is because whatever type of contract they signed with this entity, it's like signing a lease or buying a house. with a toxic husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend. They got them to leave, but they didn't heal. They didn't address the initial wound that put them in a toxic mindset that drove them to make some kind of spiritual deal in order to be able to get the better of someone they were jealous of or envious of or just wanted to take something from. Okay. And like the Bible says, be careful, when you cast a demon out, if the door is still open, 10 times the amount of demons are going to come back in. And all the Bible is simply talking about, and I'm not shoving a Bible down your throat, I'm making a point here. Okay. Uh, this is about how the universe works. You have portals that are connected to how you think, your subconscious mind, how you process things. Okay. These are open portals to the spiritual world that connect to your physical body. Thoughts are things. And when you don't think right about something, when you can't balance your dark and light energy, when you don't have empathy and compassion in wanting to treat people the way you would like to be treated, those are doors that are left open, connected to your insecurities, jealousy, envy, and fear. And if you leave those doors open, even if you do get an entity cleansed out and away from you, even if you can go to a preacher, a pastor, a practitioner to cleanse the entity, if you don't correct the way that you think and you're still jealous and you haven't addressed whatever the insecurity, wherever the hate is coming from, that's a door, a spiritual door that's still open, which means the entity you kicked out, your ex is going to come back and he's going to bring friends with him because his name is on the lease there still. And now he's going to bring some people back with him. And he's going to be like, I could have people here too because I live here and you can't do nothing about it because I live here too. You understand? That's what happens to you spiritually, in a spiritual sense. That demon says, that door is wide open. I live here too. You ain't closed that door. I wish who gonna stop me? You still jealous. You still didn't do your shadow work. You still envious. You still angry. You still haven't let go of something, that bothered you. You still afraid of being poor. So you're open to doing deceitful things, stealing from others and being dishonest. You're greedy. It's not always jealousy and envy. Sometimes the sin is greed. You understand? You still haven't healed the fear of poverty from childhood or lack. Okay. So because you're still in that energy, that door is still open. So I can still tempt you. I can still come back through that door and I'm bringing all my friends with me. Yeah, you can go ahead and cleanse us out. We're going to bring even more people back. Why? Because I live here. How do I live here? Because there ain't no lock on the door. You got to do your shadow work. You got to heal. You got to, when you're presented with a new car, and I know for some of y'all it's hard because some of you all are approached and made offers to do things because they know that you're in some kind of a economic situation where you might be in desperation. You might have children. You might not have a support system. You might not even have a family unit to support you. You might be on your own, whatever the case may be. We got to work toward making wise financial decisions. We have to work toward making wise financial decisions so that we don't give anyone the power to feed or starve us. So we're not in desperate situations where people can make us these types of offers. Okay. Protect yourself spiritually. I know it's hard. It was hard for me. Oh, I didn't get my foundation. I had to work on that. Trust me. Yeah, I had to work on that. I didn't get nothing just, I just got the manifesting because I was in alignment. No, you got to get in alignment and get to work too. While you're burning past karma, you're going to go through some things in your life. I just had a baby, not recently, y'all, and was 2 weeks out of giving birth and had to catch 2 buses and 2 trains to take my daughter across town on the bus in the rain, in the freezing cold, in the winter. No car, no nothing. My days was long. I used to be up and out at 4:00 in the morning at the bus stop with a newborn 2-week-old baby by 5 a.m. waiting on the bus in the freezing cold while my baby was sick. My newborn was sick, right? While her daddy drove by me, giving me the finger and telling me F you. F you and her. Yes. For a very long time. And I stayed focused, and I never got tied into anyone or anything that was toxic that would hurt or harm another person. It was always about reflection. What can I do to make my life better? I know it's miserable right now. I know I'm hurting right now. I know I'm in pain. I'm weak. I'm struggling. I'm frustrated. But I'm not going to take it out on another person, and I'm not going to harm or cause problems for another person in that vulnerable situation. I'm just going to stay focused and go through whatever I have to go through until I get to a place in my life where I'm doing better. And things will, over time, get better if you stay focused and stay the course without creating more karma for yourself. If you stay in the energy of self reflection, even when it's hard, even when you're broke, even when it's cold and you're broke and got a baby, you have to resist the devil and he will flee from you. And remember, there are two sides to every coin. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. You have to see things from every aspect and consider all the different things that can go wrong before you make these decisions, before you sit up there and sign to some kind of demonic contract. You don't know where it's going to lead you to. Don't let greed, anger, envy, and jealousy ruin your whole entire life like it did some of these others that are not getting wealth. They're not going to level up off of the people they were coming for. They're not going to get a new car and a new house. Matter of fact, a lot of them are going to end up alone, sick, physically homeless, and in poverty and depravity because they wasted the last 10 years trying to pry something out of someone's hands that's anointed, that did their work. Not just spiritual shadow work, but got to work too. And didn't complain about going to work and working until things got better. Guys, I am QUAN. This is Love of the Highest Vibration. Love you very much. I'll see y'all a little later.